Imagine being raised by somebody who was supposed to love you, but treats you like you're a threat to their entire existence. They call you ugly, they're in constant competition with you, they even go as far to embarrassing you in public.
Explain to her that I don't want her on Snapchat, and she keeps allowing herself to go on Snapchat. So we're going to embarrass her, because she's going to get her ass whooped every time she's on Snapchat. Why do you hate me? Because you're ruining my life! Get it cleaned up now! Stop screaming! Yeah! Why did you scream? You're ruining my life!
And somehow they expect you to grow up and call it home training. This is not discipline at all. This is in fact not culture. It is a cycle of trauma.
Mom trauma is a real thing. Laying in your bed crying because you one day have to open up and realize your mama don't give a about you.
Do you think you've experienced or you have experienced a trauma? Like, have you ever gone through anything traumatic? My mom didn't like me growing up. I don't know, she reached a certain point in her life where she hated me. And it was like, okay, your father's not there, and then your mother hates you.
And finally, daughters are coming online to share their experiences and what it was like growing up with a mother who hated them. That being said, let's dive right into it, shall we? Hello everyone, hi, my name is Kelly, and in today's video we're going to be talking about mothers who secretly hate their daughters. And by the end of this video, I would really like if you shared your opinion about this whole situation, because it's really a lot. Something terrifying is happening online. A lot of girls are coming forward to make videos and basically say one thing essentially, that their mom was their first bully.
It took me 27 years to realize that my mom hated me and she was secretly jealous of me. I'm 27 years old. I used to think it was normal to be told by your mother that she never wanted you.
My mother was my first bully. Is a very popular comment that I saw in this post with this girl asking people, would they be friends with a person that's their mother? Would they be friends with them? And a lot of women said absolutely not. And a lot of people said because their mother was their first bully. And why is that even a thing?
And when you listen carefully, you notice that the stories are almost identical, because criticisms are now disguised as jokes, insults are now being disguised as tough love, and they have a childhood filled with comments that you know that a stranger will never even say to your own daughter, but for some reason you are saying it to them. This is the kind of trauma you don't realize until you're older, and by that time you'll probably start hating your mom. And the more you listen to those comments, the more you realize that this isn't just a one-off situation, it is a pattern, and that pattern shows up in different ways mothers project their insecurities onto their daughters.
So my mom hates me, and she doesn't know that she hates me, but she treats me like she hates me. You understand what I'm saying? This is a woman that has somehow managed to make every single accomplishment I've ever done in life about her. This is a woman that asks me to come spend time with her and then talks poorly about me as soon as I leave to the people that she's with, who then tell me what she says because they're so mortified that she would say things like, she's such a slut about her daughter.
Let's take this video for example.
She talking about she think it's an iPhone. It's an iPhone, dude?
No, it's not an iPhone.
Jada just gave you an iPhone.
What tea? Slim tea? Really?
What? Yeah.
It's something that I needed.
You can see the elder sister taking the tea from the girl and being like, really? This just sends a very weird sense of, oh, I don't like the way you're looking, so take slim tea. And at such a young age, I think I even overestimated the girl's age, maybe anywhere from 7 to 10 years old. On the surface, it can look harmless, but I don't really think it is. You're opening up a door to self-hate, and that is what causes insecurity. And when insecurities doesn't work, some mothers turn to something even worse, which is what I like to call humiliation. Apparently, there's some mothers out there that think that if you want to discipline your child, you need to punish them through humiliation. And this is a very good example. In this video, this mother, or I don't even know if I can call her a mother anymore, she resorted to cutting her daughter's hair while she was taking a video of it, and somehow it literally made its way to the internet.
No physical discipline. Don't mom me. No. You had your warning. You had your chance. I told you to listen. I told you stop disobeying my rules. I told you being cute ain't shit. If you have no education and you thought you were disobeying me today and I was not coming to cut this hair off. This is what happens when you don't listen to your mom.
And the mother had the audacity to make a response video to people who were rightfully calling her out about the whole thing, and made the girl sit there with no hair on her head to basically admit that this is not abuse in any way.
This is just her being disciplined because she doesn't listen.
Do you feel like I abused you?
No.
Do you feel like this form of discipline was a lot better than any other form of discipline, like physical abuse that I could have used.
Yeah.
You know I love you, right?
Yeah.
You know I got your back, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing right now is to make you a better person, right?
Yeah.
It's just so funny that you guys all took it upon yourself, over thousands of people, to pick up the phone and call the police on me. And they didn't come because they know about my kid.
And trust me, I understand that children can be rebellious and it can be really hard for you to advise them and they listen. But this is not parenting. This is literally psychological damage disguised as parenting. To me, I just think it's a way for them to break a child down in a way that they never ever forget.
My mom never liked me, and the older I got, the more that dislike turned into jealousy. And I used to be embarrassed that she didn't show up for me, but because she loved to humiliate me, part of me was relieved. She loved to tell people we don't like each other, as if I was her equal. One memory that never leaves my mind is when I was about 13. She came back from the corner store. She was carrying a 64-ounce of Pepsi. I guess she felt like she wasn't acknowledged enough when she stepped onto the porch. I was sitting there with me and my friends from the neighborhood. She walked up and she said, "Dare me." Everyone was quiet because they already knew how she was. She popped the lid off and threw the soda right in my face. No reason, no argument, no context. Just humiliation for the sport of it.
When I was about 8 years old, my mom took my brother and I to a work party. One of her coworkers asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I replied, "I want to be an author." My mom immediately shut it down and said, "No, you're too dumb to be an author." And her coworkers visibly gasped and said, "Oh my gosh, Sarah, don't say that. Of course she's smart." And my mom doubled down and said, "No, she's not smart to be an author."
And the fact that it's on the internet for millions of people to see possibly is what even makes the whole situation worse. Which leads me to my next point about humiliation, because humiliation doesn't just happen at home anymore. Sometimes mothers bring it on the internet for some reason. I have no idea. Like in this video, this mother had the guts, let's just put it like that, to post a video of her 12-year-old basically humiliating her and making the whole internet see it. According to the mother, the girl sent her bare body photos to guys.
They said they hope you learned your lesson.
If she run away, she run away. That's her. She gonna lose everything she ever had in her life. That's her.
She got on Instagram and did the same thing. She did the same thing, but she didn't never do it no more. After that, I went live on Instagram and that wall whooped her ass. She never did it again.
I'm gonna call this act evil because it doesn't even seem like parenting. Why would you go live on Facebook showing your friends what your daughter has done? It makes you think to yourself, after she goes live, does the daughter automatically change? No, obviously, because there's not any real form of discipline. There's no way of talking to your daughter and telling her that this is wrong. You even made her more rebellious by doing such a thing, because now everybody literally knows that she sent those pictures, which even puts her at bigger risk. Because why?
We're finna find out who you're FaceTiming. We're finna call this number and see who the fuck this is. I don't know who you think you are, girl, but you ain't finna be FaceTiming boys. Who is this? What? Bro, don't be calling my little girl.
No, this baby just turned 11. She just turned 11. Don't let them legs fool you. She ain't but 11. No. She 11, can barely wipe her ass and will not put on deodorant. She musty every day she come home. And trust me, I buy the deodorant. You put on deodorant this morning? Why the hell was you musty when you got in the car? You did? You washed it? Did you wash it good? Did you put some deodorant on this time? Or did you forget? Oh, I bet you ain't brushed your teeth. When was the last time you brushed them teeth?
This one is quite disturbing because this mother, literally, it was so obvious that she just wanted to humiliate her child for literally no reason, because she had an Instagram when the mom was against it. Now imagine this, you're a mother and you find out that your daughter opened an Instagram when you were very much against it. What's the first thing you do? Do you tell them the reason you don't want them being on social media because of how damaging it is to children? Or do you go live and embarrass them and make sure that all their friends are watching while you do it? Well, this mother chose option 2 because it made her fulfilled, like she has done something very great.
And how long you had this Instagram? Because we went to New York 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had at least about a month. Because she only got 60 followers.
Who's on here now? Don't touch this phone.
I was trying to see who's on it.
You can look right there and see who's on it.
But that person can't be on
Who's this watching your live right now?
Nobody. It's that 0 people.
And what troubles me is that at the end of the video, she said something like, how long is this gonna be up for? And you heard at the background that somebody said 24 hours.
Because everybody will see this tomorrow, won't they? How long will it stay on there?
It'll stay on there for 24 hours.
Okay, so everybody will see it.
So meaning once she ended the live, the live was uploaded to her story, and that's why everybody could see it. So basically, she wanted her daughter to be humiliated for 24 hours, knowing fully well that that thing is going to be uploaded, and that gives you peace. And sometimes the bullying doesn't just stop when the camera is off, it just becomes more sneaky and more malicious.
You think your teen years are embarrassing? When I was in high school, my mom took my phone in the middle of the night while I was sleeping, unlocked it, and saw that I was texting a bunch of guys in my grade, and then texted each one of them individually saying, "This is Julia's mom, you are never allowed to speak to her again," and then took my phone the next morning to the principal and showed her all of the messages with the guys with their first and last names and said that you have to call them down and let them know that they're never allowed to talk to Julia again or they're going to be in big trouble.
Just to further explain how much my mother hates me and how much my mother does not like me. So there was this one time when I was in high school, and anytime that I would like a boy and or invite him over to hang out or whatever, she would make it a point to be like the utter center of attention. It was absolutely disgusting. I was so embarrassed. So then, come to find out, any boy that I liked and told her that I liked, she was getting their phone numbers and texting them inappropriate pictures behind my back, thinking I would never find out.
One of the darkest examples is that mother that made multiple fake accounts just to harass her own daughter. I'm sorry, did I say mother? I meant a witch. This witch made multiple accounts just for the sole purpose of bullying her own biological daughter when she knew that it was affecting her child's mental health.
Am I the only one that's seen that documentary about the little girl who was getting bullied for 2 years straight, cyberbullied? I'm talking about telling her to unalive herself and everything. And come to find out, the person bullying her was her fucking mom? That's insane. That's ridiculous. And then when they questioned the mom, like, why would you do something like this? You know what she said? We all make mistakes. We all broke the law. Maybe we had a couple shots and then you drove. That's drinking and driving and you didn't get caught. Now you're in the same boat as me, just something different. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, imagine thinking strangers are attacking you just to find out that it's your own mother who doesn't even like you, and then she's acting like as if she wants this person to be caught. This level of manipulation is common with narcissistic mothers, and this is where the whole disagreement thingy comes in. Basically, it's when a child, mostly daughters, disagree with their mothers, and the first thing the mother says is, "Do you know how I raised you? Do you know what I sacrificed to raise you?
I wish you were never born. Did you know that you were an accident? Yeah, we never wanted you. How does that make you feel? Do you want me to self-harm? If I hurt myself, it's your fault."
You know what's scary? What's scary is seeing mothers who hate their daughters in real time. Like, I've heard it from a lot of women, a lot of friends, but to see it actually play out on this app and in my real life is truly insane.
To narcissistic mothers, their daughters aren't just their child. I firmly believe that they see them as mirrors. Let's just say that they disagree or have a different opinion, they're automatically labeled as disrespectful. I honestly think that this is where the hatred stems from, because while I was scrolling on TikTok, I was rather shocked at the amount of things that mothers are saying to their own daughters. It really starts to seem like they're saying it from a place of jealousy, envy, like they don't even want their daughters. When a mother calls her daughter ugly, it leaves a mark that she'll probably carry on forever, especially when you start growing up and she starts to see you as a competition rather than her own child. This video was really shocking to me, the fact that the daughter loves her mom but still allowed her to say such a thing on the internet, and let's just say a lot of people did not really like what she said in the video.
She said I was a little ugly girl, but mom, in America dark skin is beautiful. 在美国黑皮肤很美的，你知道吗？
是这样吗？
是的，
你是个美女啦。
Yes. Oh my god! 你为什么不相信我在美国是美女呢？ Why don't you believe I'm beautiful in America?
你从小长大就是一个小黑妞、小丑妞的。
She said your whole life in China you were just like a little ugly girl.
The mother literally asked her, "So you're considered pretty over here?" And she said, "Yes." And the mother laughs and does like this, "No," basically insinuating that no, you are not pretty to your own daughter. Madam, where do you think she got her genes from? Now, I'm not trying to throw any shade at this woman. I just think that the beauty standards are really messed up. A few months ago, I made a video about this influencer who was Asian, and I was really calling out the messed up things that she says and how she normalizes really toxic beauty standards. And let's just say, I don't want to say I'm shocked, but I was taken aback the amount of people who were literally saying that these toxic beauty standards are normal. You could see the mother, who is also Asian and who birthed this girl, is calling her ugly, and they would also always call her pig lips.
从小就不喜欢你的嘴唇。为什么 Why don't you like my big lips？
我们我们会说那是猪公嘴嘛，像猪嘴一样的那种感觉。我们都是那样说的。小时候
I'm with the big lips in the house. I look like a big pig.
Another prime example of this is Trevino. I believe that Trevino really brought light to this particular problem because when she was blowing up, a lot of people noticed how much she oftentimes bullied her own daughter or even talked bad about them.
Well, it wasn't a maybe when I came out pregnant with you. Your dad just decided to get me pregnant. No, like, I didn't want to get pregnant.
Do you want lip filler?
No, my lips are actually big.
They're not that big, baby.
Okay, but they're big enough for me.
They're not that big.
I guess they are.
No, they're not.
And I know that Trevino says really bad things for views, but I was really taken aback when her daughter said that her nose is perfect, and Trevino said, "No, baby, it's not."
My nose is so perfect.
No, your nose is not perfect.
Your nose ain't either.
Bye.
Just imagine your own mother saying that about you. Now, would you not think that your mom was your first bully? I just believe that as a mother, when you went through some certain things, you wouldn't want your own daughter to go through the exact same thing. And another way this resentment shows is through the way they treat their sons. Now, I came across this video where this girl was basically complaining how their mother always treats this boy, basically the son, so high. Like she holds him on a very high pedestal and she gives him 2 meats instead of 1. Hold up. I know you may be asking, why are you making this segment about meat? It doesn't really make any sense. This video was made by somebody from Nigeria and specifically from the Igbo culture.
You guys, I came here to run, so I am from a very African home, right? This is my brother, our first son, and he's almost the only son. But I came to eat with my brother because this is not my food. My mom served him. She sent my little sister to bring food for him, and then I came to eat with him. And I realized something. My brother finished eating. There was 2 meats inside the food. 2 big meats inside the food. My brother took the 2 meats and he ate the 2 meats. And I realized something. My mom will never ever put 2 meats for me. No, he's not the first child. There are other people before him. My mom will never put 2 meats for those people. For our first child and our second child, because they are girls.
And this is where the whole discussion of mothers encouraging misogyny. When I tell you, in Nigeria, the boy child is like praised like they are God. Like they're a small God or something. Like I would never even understand why you would constantly praise a boy child and then raise them to not even be able to fend for themselves in the future. Like they need a woman to cater to them, to wash their clothes, to wash their plates, to do everything. And that is really evident because at the end of that video, you could hear the boy say something like,
"Did you hear him? He said, come and carry you, please. These are African parents. African mothers spoil their son."
And the comments are very, very concerning. Let me just read you out a few things that some people are saying. This is not about favoritism. That is how the brother should be treated as a man in any relationship or family. If the brother is getting 2 meats, the father is getting way more than that. It is not favoritism. As a lady, you should learn from this to implement it when you are in your own household. And somebody replied, "You go old for your mama house." No cap. Now in English, that means that you stay in your mother's house till you're old and nobody would marry you. And then the man replied, "Ladies, try to know your place. It is very important." Another comment reads, now mind you, this comment is in pidgin, so I'll try to read it out in English, but the person doesn't really even try to structure the pidgin properly, so please bear with me. For girls, there's a man house they'll probably end up in. Normally, they're not useful for the family at all. The only day they are useful is when somebody comes to marry them. The next comment reads, "Madam, rest," basically saying, "Woman, rest. Carry yourself out of here. The girl child is not useful, period. You that you cannot survive without a man's money. What do you bring to the family? What do you bring to the table? The only time that you're useful is when somebody comes to marry you." Now, ladies and gentlemen, Does that not make a woman look like a teen? And the crazy part about all this is that the mothers are oftentimes the one like encouraging it and clapping for them.
Mothers will let their daughters suffer in so many ways than you think. Like, literally, mothers will sit there and cater to their son to the point where that man don't even know how to wash his own ass. Like, there are so many women that I've heard and seen and grew up with where they're just like, oh, but my son, I need to wash his clothes. Oh, but my son, I need to cook him dinner. Oh, my son, I need to do this for him. Oh, I will take out a loan for my son. But when it comes to the daughters, it's like, oh, because I'm a strong, independent woman and I've raised 6, 7 kids and I did it all by myself, even without no man or with a man, you should do it too. And then even when he goes out and finds a woman, he wants the woman to be just like his mother. And if the woman is not just like his mother, then that woman is not a good woman.
And this doesn't just stop at prioritizing the male child. It also stems into the envy and wanting to embarrass your daughter wherever you go. Like, this woman, for some reason, felt the need to log into her 14-year-old child's Instagram and post really messy things about her just so her friends can know that she isn't a quote-unquote bad person.
Now, this story is trending all over Facebook and Instagram, so we're going to talk about it here. Now, this mom had took to her daughter's Instagram page and started posting some rather embarrassing stuff about her daughter, I guess in an effort to shame her into doing better. For reference, this is the mom posting on her daughter's Instagram page. She starts off by saying, my New Year's resolution will be to stop in the bed at 14. And then she said, my New Year's resolution will be to stop asking my mom to go to my friend's home when I'm really going to my man's house to lay up. She said, I just moved to Florida and I'm really having unprotected. Why would you post this on your daughter's page? But there's more.
Pitiful. Bye, devil. Bye.
And the fact that they feel so entitled to do this because this person is their child is what baffles me. I understand that this child did something wrong. Yes, it's wrong. But do you really feel like that's the right form of discipline? I don't really think so, honestly. It just feels like a humiliation ritual, like you get something out of it. I feel like this is the right time to segue into my next point, which is about the gender roles. Imagine my shock. I was literally baffled when I came across a video of this woman talking about how the mother came back home and was yelling at a 17-year-old girl for not cooking for her 20-year-old brother.
That mom who is mad at her 17-year-old daughter for not fixing her 20-year-old brother something to eat is mad weird to me. Like, it's strange as fuck to me. Like, she walked in the room and asked her son, baby, have you ate? And he said, no, she didn't want to cook, so I ate cereal. And the mom turned around to the daughter and say, you mean to tell me all he ate was cereal? Oh, you finna have to get out of my house. Like, excuse me?
So basically, a child catering to an adult. What a world we live in. These mothers reinforce the same patriarchy that hurts their daughters the most. And it just seems like they couldn't even care less. And that is how the trauma cycle keeps going. And after years of the same treatment, something changes in the daughters. And obviously, every single person has their own breaking points. The daughters stop sharing, they stop trusting, they even stop trying to communicate with their own mother. Eventually, some walk away completely, not because they really want to, but because they finally chose peace.
I finally cut my mom off. I hate that this is my reality. I don't want to be the child who has to cut off their only living parent because the dynamic is so abusive and toxic. But it is the reality.
And this impacts the adulthood because trauma doesn't just go away overnight. These daughters grow up with low self-esteem, probably fear of conflict, or even attachment issues and a distorted view of love. The first person who was supposed to love them did not for some crazy reason, and that shapes every single thing. Breaking the cycle means recognizing the abuse, setting boundaries, and probably getting the help that you need and choosing to parent differently. You are allowed to heal, and you're also allowed to do better than what was done to you. I am genuinely sorry if you had to experience this during your childhood. It's literally the worst. I cannot even think of my mom hating me. That's so terrible. When I was gathering information about this particular video, this topic, I was really taken aback because at first I was thinking to myself, like a few years ago, I was just thinking, why would somebody ever want to cut off their parent? Until I realized how bad it truly is. Like, it's really concerning. And I am in no shape or form trying to say that there aren't mothers who hate their sons or fathers who hates their sons, or even fathers who always prioritize the girls over the boys. There are actually. I'm not trying to say it does not exist. And I know that I mispronounced a lot of things actually. So forgive me for that. And before I go, I just wanted to show you this necklace my mom got for me. It has different animals on it. It's so cute. I was supposed to wear it for this video, but I think it's a little too chunky for my my sweater that I'm wearing. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below. I'm gonna read their reading. And yeah, that is all for this video. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.